For anyone wondering, yes, I changed my voice to Simon. If you want to know why, well, because I kinda prefer it for my voice over the Dave voice. Plus, I feel like it's easier for people to hear what I'm saying, whereas with the Dave voice, it can be a lot harder to hear what it's saying. However, that won't be the main topic for this video. The main topic for this video is something, or in this case, someone that has been bothering me for a while. A couple people actually. I normally don't do these kinds of videos, but I feel like it's necessary to do a message video to two users that have been the bane of my existence in this community. The two users in question are Nasir Mack and Alexis the Animator Boy 2K2. This first message goes to Nasir Mack. Nasir Mack, you need to stop pestering me about Samantha's support. I've told you a countless amount of times to stop pestering me about that video, but you kept doing it. Not to mention, you gave one of my characters a fake sister. I didn't give you permission to do so. So, get rid of her. Also, you need to stop acting like a fucking man-child. I don't know how old you are, but you are most likely in your 20s, and act like a fucking toddler. Grow the fuck up. Oh, and that's not to mention that you always try to seek attention, and play the victim card, and even the suicide card. For example, in this post, you talk about committing suicide over someone supposedly hurting your feelings. What the fuck? That is considered attention-seeking, and playing the suicide card. Also, shut the fuck up, and go seek some help if you are feeling suicidal, instead of taking to your community tab to talk about it, in an attempt to gain sympathy. Also, explain all of this. Explain where you got the fucking bright idea to ship Victoria with a little fucking kid. Are you fucking serious? What the fuck? Victoria is not a fucking pedophile. So, stop making her date little kids. Besides, you should know by now that she already has a boyfriend. You fucking sick pedophile. Oh, and one more thing. Shut the fuck up with your dumbass apologies. They are denied. Stop forcing me to accept your apologies every time they are denied. They are denied, and for good reason. You blew all of your chances. So get the fuck off of the internet, and out of my life. One more thing. After what you did to Victoria, I never ever want you to use my characters ever again. Never. Okay. Now it's time for this next message, which is for Alexis the Animator Boy 2K2. First and foremost, you need to stop using my characters in your videos. Now, I know what most of you are gonna say. ES02, people use your characters all the time. And yes, I usually am fine with people using my characters, and hell, most of the time, they don't even have to ask. However, allow me to give you some further context as to why I'm not okay with Alexis using my characters. Back in the summer of 2022, Alexis would go on to take one of my characters as a girlfriend, and then eventually a wife. The character in question being Samantha, which I honestly find to be abnormal, for a few reasons. 1. I have already had a love interest planned for Samantha. More into that a little bit later. 2. I absolutely don't approve of a user taking one of my characters as a wife or girlfriend, as it is mentally unhealthy, and just flat out weird. And 3. At the time of this so-called shipment between Alexis and Samantha, Alexis was 20 years old, and Samantha is 17. That is a 3-year age gap, and could be potentially considered pedophilia, especially if Alexis lives in a state where the age of consent is 18. Oh, and he did the same thing to a couple of my other characters. Bro, they're already fucking taken. So you can kindly stop fucking with my characters, and stop simping over them. Another thing I want to bring up. He used to do this series of sorts, asking people if a female character is cute. And some of the characters were underaged. Here's an example. Sienna and Amelia. Two of Penelope's younger sisters. Now keep in mind, Alexis was 20 at the time of these videos. Meanwhile, Sienna was 14 years old, and Amelia was around the age of 9. That is not normal, for a 20-year-old grown-ass man, to ask people if a 14 and 9-year-old girl is cute. He even made this short video, of Sienna and Amelia hugging him. Now that is pedophilia. A 20-year-old man, and two young girls who are 14 and 9 respectively. You need to get some serious help, if you seriously think this is okay. Now, he did eventually break up with Samantha, and got a different fictional girlfriend. But why he would ship himself with Samantha in the first place, I'll never know. But yeah, Alexis, stop using my characters. I mean it. Because it is clear, that you don't know how to fucking use them correctly. Now, Alexis is also complaining about the fact that Cherry and Samantha are a couple. That is homophobia. Alexis, you need to stop being homophobic every time you see a couple that is the same sex as each other. Oh, and before I forget. Like Nasir and Mack, Alexis is also a man-child. They always constantly cry whenever people hate on them, and tell people to comfort them. Nasir and Alexis. Grow the fuck up. You are both in your 20s, and are acting like toddlers. And Alexis, another thing. Stop forcing people to watch cars on the road every time they do something bad to you. It's pointless, and childish as fuck. And one more thing about Alexis. As you can see, he made a video where he threatened to kill a user named Morris King. Are you fucking serious? Alexis. What is wrong with you? Why would you ever send death threats to another user? You know that kind of stuff could get you arrested. You even tried to conceal the evidence. But luckily, a user reuploaded the video to show the kind of person you are. So Nasir, Mack and Alexis. If you are watching this, leave me the fuck alone, stop acting like man-children, and stop doing perverted and stupid stuff. And if I were you too, I would leave the fucking internet, seeing as you two are a bunch of pests and menaces. Anyways, that's it for this video. If there is anything about these two that I missed, let me know in the comments or on Discord, and I'll try to cover them in another video. But anyways, this is Animation Sensation 02, signing off.